Well, that concludes the first leg of the state visit of the Prime Minister from India, Modi. As you heard there, President Jacob Zuma speaking on some of the agreements that India and South Africa has gone into. And this, of course, includes improving the people-to-people contact between Indians and South Africa. So the focus there will be around the tourism, increasing the number of tourists from India to South Africa. President Jacob Zuma also spoke about the potential that still lies in economic development of South Africa and investments that Indian companies can make into Africa. And Modi also said that of the investments that Indian companies have made on the continent, a quarter of that is being invested right here in South Africa. So there's still certainly more potential for South Africa as well as India to expand in terms of trade relations. There's also an emphasis from President Jacob Zuma saying that heading forward, India and South Africa will cooperate on international affairs, whether it be at BRICS, or the United Nations, where they will be pushing for reform of the United Nations Security Council, as well as international financial institutions. And of course, this would include the World Bank as well as the International Monetary Fund. But there was no mention of the nuclear suppliers group, and that was something that most people were actually looking forward to. You'd remember that South Africa voted against India being part of that group. We also heard there from President Jacob Zuma that by the end of this year, by the end of 2016, the regional BRICS Bank will be set up right here in Johannesburg. So that will be something that most people will be looking forward to, and we'll be seeing really after the October BRICS Summit, which will be taking place in India, what the bank will be doing, where exactly it will be situated in Johannesburg, and how small business as well as big business will be able to benefit from the BRICS Bank, and considering that some of its focus will also be around infrastructure development. It's back to you guys in studio. Just to note that the President as well as the Prime Minister will be meeting members of the India-South Africa Business Forum later this afternoon, around about 2 o'clock actually, and they will be discussing on ways of strengthening trade relations. As you heard there, also the agreements that have been set in place and how they can enhance those agreements set in place by the two delegations from South Africa as well as the delegation from from India rather. Natasha, it's back to you in studio.